And we are live on the 7's with Pyephreius B, Metatron, where we come to awaken, ascend, and expand. I am Pyephreius B, Metatron, your hostess with the mostest, and you guys know the drill. Today is a good damn day to be me. You know, every day is a good damn day to be me. I believe this, I live this, I be this, and I requirement. So come on now, well, however you're watching, wherever you're watching, however you're connected to this, look into that device or look in your mirror, or look in your phone, or look into whatever it is you have and repeat this after me. Today is a good damn day to be me. You know, every day is a good damn day to be me. I believe this, I live this, I be this, and I require this. And I guarantee you, make this a regular part of your mantras each and every day. And each and every day that you do, your life gets better exponentially. I'm grateful and thankful for everyone that is here this afternoon. We are excited about the newness that is up ahead of us. I am going to give you guys an announcement about the next set of classes. And I'm really excited about this because I get to be pulled out of my comfort zone. You know, numerology, that's my thing, man. I've been, like I said, I got my first book on numerology. I think I was 8 or 9 years old. I got it out of the bookmobile that came in the neighborhood. And I was hooked ever since. So my mastered self numerology, which is my own original numerology, everything that I'm teaching and have talked to you guys about is my own original content. But numerology, yeah, that's my comfort zone. The next, and we will be wrapping up this first part of numerology on our last class on the 3rd of November. We will take a hiatus to relax and have some thanks and some gratitude in our lives. And right after Black Friday, I believe either that Saturday or that Tuesday will be our first class in Mastered Self, Chakra, Health, and Alignment. So the next class that I'm going to start after the Thanksgiving holiday will be my very own Mastered Self, Chakra, Health, and Alignment discipline. So we're going to break some new ground. I'm going to unveil some things that either are unknown about the chakras or not talked about, and going to connect the chakras with other things in our existence and really make some sense about why it is so important that not only do we have our chakras aligned and healthy, but we have them spinning in the right directions. So I'm very excited about that. It's good to see Honeybee on deck tonight, and it's always great to see Mocha Blue Blaze on deck tonight. How are both of you doing this evening?
I'm good.
Good to see you, Mocha. Thank you for being here.
I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely.
I'm wonderful. How you doing?
I'm doing well, niece. It's good to see you here, and I'm happy to have you here.
Happy to see y'all as always.
All right.
Hi, Courtney.
Hey, Miss Mocha.
All right. Well, today I'm excited about the topic that we're discussing today, because today is Mastered Self Numerology, Marriage, Intimate Partnership, and Companionship by the Numbers. Today is October 18th, 2022, and this is our regularly scheduled 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time class. It has been said that love is the vibration of the Creator, Source, the All, God, Allah, the universe, or whatever you choose to call the life force energy that is responsible for the creation of everything we are and of everything that is. Let me go backwards a little bit. Love, or the capacity to love, is not something that we are taught. It's something that is innate in each of us. However, we do not need to be taught love or giving and showing love. Now, on the other hand, hate, we must be taught and indoctrinated and conditioned or experience something adverse in order to learn hate. We don't come out of the portal knowing how to hate. That's a learned or conditioned or indoctrinated it's one of those situations. So love is the vibration of the Creator. And the reason why I listed like I do, Creator, Source, the All, God, Allah, the universe, or whatever you choose to call the life force energy, because that's what it is. If you look at everything of and in and about the universe, what is the one constant? Energy. Energy that what? Creates and sustains life. I'm sure that I am not the only one that ponders different life and different life forms in different dimensions and in different places. I believe that every one of me, every one of my various incarnations that share this soul, I believe that there are concurrent incarnations on different timelines and different dimensions and different worlds. And I could not possibly think that in the vastness of the universe, that there's only one me, one little speck of dust in reference to the bigness and the vastness of the universe. That, yeah, some of the things that I have experienced, gone through, seen, and spoke into existence in this incarnation have let me know that I must be living somewhere else, because I have seen things in a, folks call it deja vu, folks call it vision, whatever. I have seen it, and then the next day I live it. That's not deja vu to me. That's viewing alternate timeline. I see it tonight in the sleep sequence, and then tomorrow morning I live it. So whatever any of us choose to call the life force energy. It's okay. But it's responsible for everything we are. So when I say everything we are, I'm not just talking about us little humans on this rock. I'm not even just talking about all of the human and mammal and plant life and all of the insect, bug life and every living thing, creature on this one little rock. I'm not just talking about that. I'm talking about everything we as a universe and inhabitants of the universe are. Everything that we, the entirety of the universe, are. And then everything that is outside of the universe that we are living in. Anybody else ponder or think about the possibility that there are other universes out there? Or we may not be I mean, you know, there's the open secret about extraterrestrials and aliens and all of that. And, you know, I have my own beliefs from personal experience. So, and folks already believe I'm crazy. I don't care, but I have had 2 encounters with our alien brethren, and at least one time I was taken up on the ship. So, and it wasn't no creepy, weird shit like you see in one of them sci-fi movies. It's actually quite clinical and quite calm, and yeah. And I don't know the length of time in Earth time that I was there, but I believe it felt like that, but I believe it was maybe about an hour or so. Yeah. Anybody else have any similar experiences? Anybody on here seen something that wasn't a plane and wasn't a weather balloon or go ahead, Mocha.
I have. One time I was taking my mom to work. We were living in Shreveport,
Mm-hmm.
and we saw this. It looked like a light saucer. It kind of, it kind of could have been like, you know, the exhaust that comes out of a plane.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we were thinking at first, and then it was like lights on it.
Mm-hmm.
And we were looking, trying to see the plane. There was no plane, and then it was moving like back and forth, kind of weird, and then we couldn't see it. So mom say, "You think the world is about to end? You think they're coming?" I'm like, "I don't know." I dropped her off, and then I tried to find it again. I couldn't.
Right. Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, this one that when I was a kid, it blocked out the sun and hovered right above me, and I looked up and seen a light. Next thing I know, boop, and then it felt like a split second. I was back cutting the grass again, but I was different. It was some weird, yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. Everything that is. So the life force energy that created everything we are and everything that is. That's what I'm talking about today. So, and it doesn't matter what you choose to call it. Reciprocal love connections, meaning to love and be loved back, completes and continues the divine plan of creation. As above, so below, you know, on earth as it is in heaven, any way you want to use that axiom, and encourages humanity to recreate, reproduce, and evolve humanity along our paths to full enlightenment. Thoughts and desires concerning an ideal love, a happy marriage or intimate partnership, and the raising of a happy, healthy, and whole family is embedded into each of us at the soul core level and never leaves each of us, regardless of age and previous relationship situations, circumstances, events, and happenings. Now, I know a few of us on this call have had our share of disappointments and things in relationships. Some of us may be experiencing them now. Some of us, that may be the truth of our entire relationship life. And some of us it may not even have ever had a bad relationship. But regardless of what our previous relationship situations, circumstances, events, and happenings have been, the ideal love and the thought of a happy marriage or a happy intimate partnership or a happy companionship and the raising of a happy, healthy, and whole family is embedded in each of us at the soul core level. And we can't get away from it. Anybody want to comment on that? Hi, Deirdre.
Hi there. How are you?
How are you? I'm good.
Excuse my tardiness. I apologize for that.
You're right. No apologies necessary. You right on time.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
For everyone.
Absolutely. I mean, anybody ever dissolve or get to the end of a bad relationship and you say to yourself, I said, I'm not getting in no more relationship. I'm done. I'm through with women, or I'm through with men. I ain't done. And then about 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, hey. It never leaves us. It never leaves, no matter how many times Lucy pulls the ball away. Charlie Brown is running, thinking that he's gonna be able to kick it. No matter how many times she can pull it away and he fell. Doesn't matter. That's the same way with the thoughts, with our thoughts and our desires concerning an ideal love, a happy marriage or partnership, and the raising of a happy, healthy, and whole family. And it's embedded in us at the soul core level. As humanity expands and society evolves, their views about what a successful marriage or domestic partnership, companionship are constantly being presented as if the entire original concept of true, lasting, and loyal love and the commitment to building a safe, secure, and satisfying future together has gone by the wayside. And frankly, it seems like it's definitely out of date and in need of some serious revisions. Anybody want to chime in? What's the prevailing wind, Honeybee, for people of your generation? What are the thoughts of marriage and of building a safe and secure and satisfying future together? What's the thought process of your generation, if you don't mind me asking?
That's a tough question because what I've noticed is that I can't really speak for everyone. Like, I move a lot. So like when I go to different places, I meet in entirely different ways of people. And it's like the thinking is specific to the region.
Okay. So tell me about the region that you are exiting. How's the thought process there?
Say that one more time, I didn't hear you.
The region that you're exiting, how's the thought process there? What's the prevailing wind? Folks, do young folks want to hook up and get married and have kids, or what? Or is it just transactional? What's going on these days?
from the area that I'm exiting, I've noticed a lot of people speak on wanting that for themselves. But it's like the actions don't seem to be aligned with what so it's definitely not what I grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
A more like women being domestic, like actually being feminine, and men actually being masculine. It seems to be a lot of flip flop nowadays. It's not all. Yeah, definitely. Like, and it's not everyone is like that. It's
right.
just it's very prevalent right now. Like you see a lot of it happening in a lot of places.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that. Those of us that are, yes, Deirdre, go ahead.
Thank you. I just wanted to chime in on that from my personal perspective. I kind of feel almost like I missed the bus.
Okay.
I haven't turned the lights out, but I'm not with my hand out begging, like, or my chest out, like, please give me this. I remember when I used to feel that way because I used to feel so lonely.
Absolutely.
Now I don't feel like that. I desire it, but it just seems like now is not a focal point. But I desire every day. I wish I had somebody in my life as my partner. I'm sorry to say this, but to me, the marriage ideal is somewhat of a farce.
Okay.
But that it has some true qualities to it, and that's really keeping it broad. And
right.
Then, like, for instance, you asked Honeybee about her generation. I'm not sure what Honeybee's generation is, but I have a daughter that's 27. And
close enough.
My daughter is, man, she's hard as hell. She's mean as hell. She's Aries. And I thought that she was not interested because of how mean she is towards the masculine race. But it's so funny because I met a young man, and when I met him, I thought of my daughter, and I actually said, I would never introduce him to her because she's so damn mean.
Right.
And I told her my thoughts, and she told me that I had it all wrong.
Yeah.
She said she actually would like to marry. She said, but there's so much BS out that, and she could smell it a mile away. So that's why she, besides the things that have happened in her life, that's why she's so cold like that, so mean. Okay. So I said a lot. I also would like to say that this is my opinion. A lot of the generation, like my daughter's generation, they have dealt with so much, and I'm talking about not just the females, the males and the females. They've dealt with so much. I feel like in my mind that it's not so much they just don't want it, but they've had so many letdowns that they're like, bump that. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. So that's just my opinion. That's all.
Okay. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Regardless of what it appears to be like right now, things are not so different for us than they were for those that came before us. And there is no really good reason for anyone to ever suffer from love-related isolation or from a lonely heart. Marriage, intimate partnerships, and companionships can be very, very fulfilling and sustained long-term, as long as the souls are cosmically aligned and the hearts and minds of the two individuals are infused and equipped with complete understanding. Now get this real good right here. complete understanding of self first. Both folk come infused and equipped with complete understanding of self first, then of the other person, and then of the intentions of the union of the two. Do you know how many relationships, how many folks get together and get in relationships and get in situationships and get entangled and never have the intentions discussion? Never. I believe the first question you need to ask somebody on that first date is, what are your intentions for me and this relationship? What are your intentions? What's up? And be willing to give your answer back too. So many folks end up in a relationship after a night of woo, and the next morning you're in a relationship. So many relationship decisions have been made carelessly, have been made under duress, have been made while intoxicated, have been made while depressed, have been made while angry, have been made while you want revenge because somebody did something. Instead of making your decision based on the intentions. What is the intent? What is the intent of this? What are we doing this for? I kid you not, that having that question asked and begin to answer in that first date will cut down a whole lot of BS and nonsense one way or the other. If y'all move forward, you know what's up from the beginning. And if there's not a match, you haven't wasted no more time. Anybody want to comment on that? Anybody ever had the intentions talk before the first kiss, or before the waiter come back with the glass of water? Yes, honey, go ahead.
So I feel like that's where the gap comes in, like from your generation. Like me growing up with the family that I grew up with, I 100% agree with everything you just said. I don't feel like that's a conversation that a lot of people my age, like in my age bracket, are okay with having, because then a lot of people have developed a mindset and have that conversation too early on. They don't see it so much as you being like focused and knowing exactly what you want. A lot of them see it more as, oh, you're just, oh, you're this or you're that. So that's trying to kind of shift it a little bit. Okay. And some more than other, you can see that that's okay. But in other areas, it's kind of like you're a little hesitant to have those conversations.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Anybody else? Yes, Deirdre, go ahead.
Yeah, I've had that conversation before. I ask questions.
All right.
I'm a question asker, and so it could actually be offensive. But I like to know.
Absolutely.
And I like to know. I have not always done that. I mean, that is to me, that is the most smartest question that one should ask.
Absolutely.
It's so intentional. It puts everything in order if you You know, even if people have wrong or weird intentions or intentions that are not yours, if you ask squared eye, squared off, then you're going to get, even if they're lying, you're going to see what you need to see.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, I actually love the intentions question. And it's a trip because, you know, when you get older, then you know that shit.
I was getting ready to say, folks of a certain age, shit, we asked that question before it even get to a date.
Exactly. But then on the other hand, you know, you kind of could sit back on something because you don't want to give the wrong impression where because you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, but again, like I said, you know, just speaking from the seat of experience that I'm at, you know, and I'm running faster towards 60 than anything. When you get our age, we're not playing. We're not. I mean, so I need to know. You're gonna need to know, folks our age. We need to know what the intentions are, because if we get to the point to where we don't exchange numbers and we're talking on the phone or something, obviously there's a mutual interest for the both of us. Let's find out what the intention is so that we don't waste nobody's time. That's just me, though. That's just me.
I agree. Yeah, I do.
That's just me. Thank you for that, Deirdre.
My pleasure.
You. Yes, Mocha, you wanted to chime in.
Yes, definitely wasting your time. Nobody, well, at our age, we're not interested in that. I think when, you know, definitely when we're younger, there's so many different things. I remember when I was younger, I would often feel like a bee in a field of lots of flowers. And I'm like, okay, you know. But now, and we're getting this type of knowledge of understanding about your stars and understanding about your numbers. The first thing that I'm interested in when I see somebody that I might be slightly interested in is, who is this person according to his numbers and his stars? You know, and I think it would be so wonderful if children are taught that at a young age, when they reach puberty, where they're actually interested in learning more about the opposite sex or whatever. That could be forefront with them. I think it would definitely alleviate a lot of very damaging situations that our children are. I know if I would have understood that when I was younger, it would have alleviated a lot of things.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It should be taught in school, private school, homeschooled, in my opinion.
Compulsory, yes. It should be compulsory. Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Mocha. Appreciate that. Yeah, the sequence goes understanding of self first, then you get that understanding of the other person, then y'all focus on the intentions of the union of the two. Y'all gotta get to know each other first, and y'all gotta, you just can't jump in and then, full steam ahead. You don't even have a plan. Just hooking up and just like, we're just gonna go where? Yeah, okay. Will I get married again, or will I find the one or my soulmate? Are two questions I have repeatedly gotten from clients that have gone through the painful and traumatic exercise of dissolving a relationship and are seeking advice regarding marriage, intimate partnership, and companionship. Will I ever marry is the question that those that have never been married or have not known love ask. And will I ever find true love, or why haven't I ever found anyone that I could love? Are questions asked by those with high ideals and standards concerning marriage, intimate partnership, and companionship. Is this person, man or woman, right for me? Is the question asked by those that are seeking a true mate, and many more that have been hurt or disappointed in marriage, intimate partnerships, and companionships. Building upon a solid and true foundation and the understanding of the natural give and take, or ebbs and flows of marriage, intimate partnership, and companionship are the important starting points for any sustained and successful marriage, intimate partnership, and companionship. Although there will be many issues, problems, and areas of concern that come up in every marriage or intimate partnership or companionship, these are the jewels of adventure. And by working through them together, you can enjoy the harvests of your accomplishments and build much needed mutual respect for each other. Anybody want to comment on that?
That sounds exciting to me. Being able to be in a situation where you can actually build with someone, in the realization that, how I feel about people is, how people say nobody's perfect. I feel like everybody's perfect. We know for perfection and progress.
Absolutely.
So it's like when you meet someone that you're interested in and they're interested in you and you're really concerned about building something, you've made the decision. Is this something that we want to work on together? You make you do your homework together and you decide what you want to build on. And then when those roadblocks or whatever arrive, if they're not totally breaching the contract, it's something that's beautiful to work through.
Good. Absolutely. I think about it like this, Mocha, and thank you for adding that. I think about it like this. When any of us get ready to go move, like rent a new apartment or buy a house, do you just take the shit sight unseen, or do you go do some damn research and go look at the shit yourself and get a feel for it? How about when you're buying a car? You just walk on the lot and say, yep, I'll take that one and that's it. Let's go sign the paperwork. No, you have to have a feel for it, and you do some research for it, and you pray about it or affirm about it and seek answers and seek guidance. A lot of us don't do that when we're looking for that mate. We just see something that look good and be like, yep, that's it. That's it. And because of those feelings of giddiness and the euphoria of new love, red flags be popping all over, and we don't even see nothing. We was like, that's a nice shade of pink. Yes, Deirdre, go ahead.
Yeah, I was talking to you with the mic off. I was saying we just ignore that shit. That's what we do. And I almost forgot what I was going to say. To what you said, but what was it? I forgot. Shit, I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, I'll be back with that.
Come back with it. Just raise your hand again when you come on back with it. All right. All right. All right. Hey, Miss Lemon, it's good to see you here. All right. When reading for a couple, I always look at what they have in common at the soul core level, as well as how do they naturally relate to each other on the planes of expression. What is the point of attraction between the two, and what numbers, positions, and points of intensification are similar? Finding all this out takes a complete chart for each, read separately from the soul's urge down, and then combined and read together as a blueprint for the sustainability and success of the union of the two. I'm a strong advocate for two people hook up. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's say two folks hook up and they didn't had a date or two, and they kind of are feeling like they are vibing correctly. I am let's normalize those two coming to someone that has the capabilities like I do, someone that could give you your numbers, your cards, and your astrology all at one spot and can blend all that shit together. Go and invest whatever the cost is would be for this couple's compatibility reading. Go invest in that. That's like a third date. Yeah, first date, you ask all your questions. Second date, you see if they're gonna show up, and if they show up in second date, third date, come see me and get all of this done, because whether folks believe it or not, your numbers, your cards, and your astrological chart will let me know if y'all should even be talking to each other, if y'all should go any further. I don't care what nobody says, you can believe it or not. There is truth in the compatibility through the stars and the planets and the numbers and the cards. There is. The natural comings and goings of humanity often bring two people together for many reasons. Sometimes it is the hot and heavy lust of a fantasy fulfillment that brings folks together. Other times it's a sincere and unexplainable soul connection brought forward from past lives. That would be the two of you having many numbers in common that brings folks together. The marriage, intimate partnership, or companionship could be one of experience, where love and respect will be earned through many tests and trial and error, ending in a happy, healthy, and whole union of the two. And that is one or two numbers in common. Marriages, intimate relationships, and companionships built upon and based on a temporary position like a hidden opportunity or a personal year or a state of current affairs number feel like they were wrong from the beginning, because all of the changing circumstances, situations, events, and experiences and happenings that are attached to these transitory numbers. Your hidden opportunity is only going to be there, at the longest, maybe 30 years if it's before your first turn. Then after that is 9 and maybe 2. So if you're hooking up with somebody and the numbers only match on an opportunity or obstacle, or if it's just a personal year, that's just 1 year. Or a state of current affairs, depending on where you are in your name. Those circumstances, the hookup circumstances, the marriage circumstances, the intimate partnership circumstances, situations, events, experiences, and happenings will change as soon as those numbers change. The way to solve most marriage and intimate partnership or companionship problems is through a simple analysis of the numerical charts of the two individuals. Anybody got any comments?
That sounds accurate AF.
Awesome. I appreciate all of that.
Thank you, Miss Lemons. Thank you. All right. Here are the rules for interpreting for marriage, intimate partnership, or companionship. Number 1, we want to analyze the inner natures of each individual according to their respective soul's urge number. So whatever the soul's urge number, those are the vowels in your name. Other folks in numerology, they call it the heart's desire. It's your soul's urge here. The first thing you want to do is look at both individuals' soul urge number and get a deep understanding of the inner nature of that number. Once you get an understanding of the inner nature of the number, what is the individual meaning of each soul's urge number, and do they have the same soul urge number, or are they different? Are the questions that need answers first. So we're going to start with the heart. Soul's urge represents the actions and things of the heart. So the number one rule is that's where we start. We start at the inner nature of the heart, then we expand it out to the general nature of the heart, and then we even take in consideration the general nature of the number that's there. Then we look and see if they have the same soul urge number, or are they different? That's the first things that we need to find out. Any comments? Any questions? Anybody want to know why that's important? Anybody got a question about why you start at the heart? From the heart, that's where it flows. Yeah, from the heart. I don't believe whatever we are, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, evil.
So I'm sorry.
The heart. Yes, Miss Linda.
So you were saying to start with the heart, meaning to look at the desire number, the soul desire number.
The soul urge, or the heart's desire number, and make sure look at both, and if it's the same, you guys are in luck. If it's not, normally, well, I won't say normally, but more often than not, it's not the same. But look at the inner nature of the soul urge, then look at the soul urge itself, and then look at the basic nature or the general nature of the number that the soul urge is. You bring all of those together, bring them all together, and start there first. Yeah. That's the number one place to start, because whatever is in us, like I said, good, bad, ugly, unexpected, evil, wicked, whatever, it's embedded in the heart. Heart tells the mind, go kill, not the other way around. Any comments? All right. Next, analyze the nature of the soul urge in each of the given names at birth to find out if they are introverts or extroverts. If they find out if they are go-getters, if they are driven, or if they're easygoing, or if they're laid back. Why y'all think that's important? Anybody want to chime in why that would be important? Yeah, because if I'm a go-getter and you laid back, it might cause some friction. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. The laid back one to be like, why don't you sit down? And the go-getter is like, why don't you get off your ass? Yeah. So find out the introvert, extrovert, if they're go-getters, they're driven, or if they're easygoing and laid back. From this, the problems of the future can easily be spotted in red. This may not be very easy to point out to the two individuals. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about that after I finish this. However, it can give light into whom is the dominant one or the boss, and how each will express their personal interests. This is a very strong emotional tie between two individuals, especially if they have the same soul's urge. Love, loyalty, and commitment can remain throughout, even though problems and separations come about for different reasons. I had a couple recently that I did go ahead, Deirdre. I don't want you to forget your point. I can add mine in later. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. This is a new point. So this is a question.
Okay.
So does that mean that what you just said is even over astrology? It's are they the same equal?
I would use, I won't put one over anything, but I would use them all in conjunction together. You know, it's kind of like when you make your hamburger, you start out with bread and then you got your condiments and then your meat. Yeah, you know, astrology, numerology, the cards. I would say unless unless you really are well versed in astrology, I would say the numbers are the more accurate. Now, if you're real well versed in astrology is just as on point as the numbers and the cards are. They're all equally as accurate and all equally as important. It's just whatever your comfort level is. I can give you what I always say: the numbers never lie. The numbers never lie. So you know, I, of course, being a master numerologist, I'm going to always lean on, I would get the numbers first, but, you know, getting the astrology compatibility or the cards compatibility will be just as vital, just as important, and just as accurate.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, I was mentioning that I had a couple that I did a compatibility reading for recently, and everything was fine and dandy until I got to the part about how their dynamic was going to be and which one was going to be the boss and which one, you know. And yeah, when I busted it out, the person who is the boss, of course, was flabbergasted. Oh no, that's not true. And then the one who's going to follow said, well, yeah, it is. And but to see how that dynamic first played out, you know, it's one thing to think and feel and know in yourself that you're a boss, but it's totally different when somebody outside of you that don't even know you come in to tell you that. It could be kind of shocking. So that's always the issue. Once that has been exposed, and normally if you're talking to a couple that's been together for a while and you expose who the boss is, the two of them aren't shocked. They're not shocked. It just, the shocking part is that somebody outside of them can see it. All right. And then thirdly, we want to analyze each major position. I'm talking about the positions that do not change. So ladder life reality, pattern challenge, personality, planes of expression, and your hidden obstacles and pinnacles. Even though they do change, like I said, you get over a certain age, is not going to change. So if you're in your last pinnacle, if you're in your last hidden obstacle and opportunity, or if your last two are the same, those are okay to use and analyze as a major position. And you analyze them in the exact same ways and means that we did those up there. What you do is, when you're analyzing the major positions, you look for the same numbers as a sign of similarity, which may signal little to no accomplishment because the two are so much alike. That attraction is similar to one of fondness and affinity. These unions are great for liking each other and becoming friends. However, they are also great for mirroring back to the other their weaknesses, which they probably cannot assist you in overcoming. So if there are same numbers, say there's four major positions, they got the same number on all four. Yeah, they're going to feel a closeness and a natural fondness for each other because they are so much alike, but they may not get nothing done because they're also going to be great mirrors to each other, mirroring back either the weaknesses or the things about themselves that they don't like, which the other probably can assist them in overcoming. Anybody got any comments? Nope. All right. Okay. When two individuals have the same soul's journey number, that's your names, Mark Edward Pyle, 714. So my soul's journey is a 12-3. The two will have a close to happy marriage, intimate partnership, or companionship, as their ways and means of living and being will be on the same level. They will have to have other points of attraction in common in order for the lasting fire of passion to be present. And the reason why, because if both of them have the same soul journey number, the same destiny number, they're going to be on their path to living that. And just because two people have the same number, their experiences and the way they manifest their soul's journey is going to be different. It's going to be different. And they're both going to encourage the other to follow their path. So it's going to be close to happy. There's going to always be friction because both of them are going to be following their path. So there has to be other points of attraction. There has to be similar numbers on other spots for the lasting fire of passion to be present. Doesn't mean that these folks can't make it. These folks probably have the best chance of making it because their destination is similar. It may not be full of passion unless other points of attraction are in common. When two individuals have the same soul's energy number or birth force number, the two will probably find each other through work or business or through some social gathering, event, happening, or experience connected to work or business. This union can be generally happy due to the mutual interests. Oftentimes, this union is strange and intense, with many problems brought into this incarnation from previous incarnations. This union can lead to marriage. However, the relationship waters will never be smooth. Kind of sounds a little bit like just a small portion of what soulmate relationship will be. Everybody got the wrong idea about soulmate relationships. Everybody think, oh, I'll find my soulmate, it's the perfect love. No, that's not it. Soulmates come together to advance one another. It's not perfect. It's not easy breezy. It's not without conflict. It's not without challenges. What it is, it's without the threat of judgment or the threat of rejection or the threat of bailouts or things like that. But their soulmate relationship, they ain't perfect. This sounds like a small piece of the soulmate relationship. It's strange and intense. A lot of times the two folks can't explain to anybody why they're together and stop attempting to ask the question in themselves. And the problems that the union has are brought into this incarnation from previous incarnations. So that indicates that y'all have done this thing before. The union can lead to marriage. However, the relationship waters will never be smooth. Any comments? All right. When two individuals have the same lateral life vibration number, they could get together. However, it will probably be late in life, unless there are other points of attraction in common, because the lateral life vibration don't kick in until after 52 for most people. So if y'all got the same life vibration, you might meet younger and become great friends or associates, colleagues, work colleagues, but it won't be until after that lateral life vibration takes over that the two of y'all will hook up and get married or get in an intimate partnership or companionship. All right. Most marriages, intimate partnerships, and companionships are of the mixed variety. Two individuals may have two or more numbers in common. However, they are placed on different points and in different positions. Like the soul's journey number of one may be the soul's urge number of the other, or the soul's journey number of one will be the soul's energy of the other. And these unions happen in many ways. The one with the soul's urge number will be attracted to the one with the same soul's journey number, and they will find interest in what the other one is doing. The one with the soul's journey number may be attracted to the one with the soul's urge number because of the inspiration and inner charm it expresses, thereby encouraging the one with the same soul's journey number to a greater effort and output. You guys understand how that works? See how it's on a different, it's not in the same position, but it's in a different position, and see how it could smooth, somebody with a soul's energy could fall for somebody with the soul's journey, because the soul energy can see it's the same number. Soul energy can appreciate where the soul journey is taking the other person, and thereby get in and lend a helping hand to it. It works beautifully like that. Works beautifully like that when they're of a mixed origin. Now, I know we have covered a lot of in-depth stuff, and I've given you a lot of comparisons. These comparisons need not confuse you. All you really have to do, take a deep breath and be mindful of the positions and what they mean, the numbers and what they mean, and then line them up side by side. This will show you the noticeable relationships and the nature of interest each has for the other, and to what degree they can come together for a happy, healthy, and whole union. The planes of expression have very much to tell and say about marriage, intimate partnership, and companionship, and its outlook for continued togetherness. With nothing more in common than similarities on one or more planes, two individuals can come together because of similar attitudes of mind and beliefs. And then later in life, they may find out that they really are very different and cannot compromise or agree on anything. One may be extremely practical, like in the physical plane, and the other may be an extremely feeling person, emotional plane. Or one may be mental, cold, and exacting, and the other could be responding to life from their intuitive level of feeling, which will cause the impatience of the other to wear out. Let's all just take a deep breath, breathe in. Hold it. And release. There is much to take into consideration when reading for a marriage, intimate partnership, or companionship. Most of the time, a compromise will have to be arrived at to ensure longevity. Knowing yourself, self-awareness, and the willingness to accept your partner as they are, as shown by the numbers in each name, brings a rich reward and saves years of disappointment, discontentment, and can stave off a possible dissolution of the marriage, intimate partnership, or companionship. Any questions? Any comments? That's a lot. There's more to it than just, oh, I like you. Okay, let's hook up. If we really want our relationships, our intimate partnerships, our marriages, and our companionships to have a chance to last, get the numbers, run the numbers, run the stars, run the planets, check out the cards, check out their human design. Yeah. Find out. We have tools that are pretty accurate in letting you know either yay, go for it, or nay, stop. Why not use them? When you go get a new phone, do you just go buy what they have, or do you do your research? Or do you shop for a bargain? Start treating our intimate partnerships and potential marriages and companionships, start treating them with the importance that they need. Folks say that, buying a house is your most important decision. I think who you hook up with, who you marry, who you get in an intimate partnership or companionship with is the most important. Because out of that union that's cosmically aligned, out of that can come all of the other so-called important decisions and purchases. If the two aren't cosmically aligned, if the two aren't together of one mind, if the two don't know the intentions, what good is the house going to do? Most important choice and decision, most important merger and acquisition is the merger and acquisition between two people. Everything else that manifests organically after that is just what it is. But the importance, the same type of due diligence that you would do seeking out the best terms for your mortgage or seeking out the perfect house or seeking out your dream car, that same type of energy and effort and same type of stuff that you do that for your intimate partnerships, marriages, and companionships. You do the work up front, there won't be no crying in the back. Any comments? Any questions? Anybody want to add anything before we shut it on down? Nope. All right. Well, this has been on the 7's with Pyephreius B Metatron, where we come to awaken, ascend, and expand. We do go through the 88 steps into our mastered self, and I guarantee you, if you keep on the 7's with Pyephreius B Metatron, a part of your soul's journey somewhere along the way, your mastered self awaits you. Please come back and allow me to unlock the cosmic code in your name so that you can start happening to life instead of allowing life to happen to you. And whenever I say goodbye, it is not forever. It's just until our next class. So without further ado, I love each and every one of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. I will see each of you on the other side of Wednesday. Goodbye for now.
Bye-bye. See you later.
Good night, y'all.